Next, we're going to delve into an introduction of Node.js. What is Node.js? It's a JavaScript runtime built on Chrome's V8 engine. The key thing with Node is it acts as a server. Okay, rather than having a box that we actually code information as far as the response information or response activities we're going to have. Node fills in and allows us to use it as a server. We still have our client-side individual tasks that we're going to be doing, but when we're talking about the server side, Node fills in that gap. Enables server-side development in JavaScript. Okay, it's basically native to JavaScript. It's fast acting, it's scalable, we can move up and down, okay, and it's single language JavaScript on both the front end and the back end. This is interesting. I just want you to know is that some companies actually use Node as a production server. Okay, so rather than having another box, they'll actually use Node. Netflix, LinkedIn, PayPal, Uber, all of these companies basically use Node as the production use. Introduction to Node Express. Excuse me, Introduction to Express. Okay, Express is a framework, a structured foundation for building applications. And it provides usable components and convention, saves time by avoiding repetitive boilerplate. Okay. We can have several modules that everything that's built in prevents us to having to write it ourselves. Requires manual setup, plain Node.js. If you were reading, you should be reading chapters 1, 2, and 3 of the text. And in those chapters, it's basically step-by-step walks you through how to set up plain Node. Now, Node itself is less, what's the term do I want? Is less robust, okay, than Node with Express, okay. So we're not going to really delve into plain Node as much as we're going to be looking at Express. And Express is going to be installed on top of Node. So here we go, Express built on top of Node, simplifies server creation and routing, provides middleware support, logging, authentication, widely used for web apps and APIs. Here is some routing. We're going to be, next time we'll be getting deep into what routing means, okay? But this is just an example of the code that you're going to see in plain Node that basically what this is basically doing is saying that if I'm asking for the home screen, give me the home screen. If I'm asking for the about screen, give me the about screen. So this is basically basic code in plain Node. Now you probably can't see the real differences right now, okay? And really it's not that important other than if we look at the construct of routing with plain Node versus looking at the routing in Express, it seems to be somewhat easier, somewhat more straightforward. Here, apt-get, if we come in and we ask for the home page, display send home. If we ask for the about page, send about. Okay. In reality, as we move along and build applications, we'll be building more complex actual code that does more things than just sends the name home and sends the name about back to us. Okay, getting started, okay, download the installer from node.js.org, run the installer, verify installation, Node B, NPM. These are the instructions that are given to you via the text. And again, we're going to find that there's other places we can go get information. We'll talk about that very soon. Navigate to the projects folder in terminal. Remember, we're using Visual Studio as the base. We're running npm init-y. npm stands for Node Project Manager. And what it does, it creates a package JSON file. So if we look at the NPM, the Node Package Manager, what does it do? Okay, it installs libraries, it manages dependencies, it runs script, it publishes package. It's basically a framework in itself to get everything done in building our website. Package JSON, what is that? Package JSON is like an identity card for the Node project. It contains key information, things about what is the project, what is our project name, who are we, who's the author, what's the entry point into the main file to get to everything. Dependencies, libraries, you install, npm install is the syntax for it. Scripts, commands you can run like npm start, npm test. So there's a myriad of other codes and services that we're going to be using based on package JSON. Installing Express. Remember, Express is being installed on top of Node. Okay, so in here, project folder, we're going to do a run npm install Express. Kind of referring back to chapters 1, 2, and 3. We add Express to the dependencies in the JSON package JSON file. Okay, remember, just we'll go back. Just kind of a reminder here. Okay, here the project name, author, endpoint, and dependencies, the libraries, and the style. So this is where Express is coming in as a dependency on Node Express. Okay, so that is basically kind of the overview of Node Express. Next time we're going to get deeper into it. I do want you to know that, that I've broken the videos into two, just so that you won't have to go in and try to find Node and Express information. I wanted that separate so that you can get directly to it. So there's going to be two videos out there, one for the general concepts and one for the general concepts for Node and Express. Okay, so you'll see two out there in the resources. And again, I will also put the PowerPoints out there for you to look back on and to review and to take notes. See you soon. Thank you. Bye.